We live in an age where social media can turn any film or filmmaker into a trending topic, and Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another has been getting critical acclaim across the board, and rightfully so because it's a great movie. And before I begin this two-part retrospective on his films, I do have a question. How many audiences out there maybe have never seen a Paul Thomas Anderson film, but went to see One Battle After Another and loved it? If that's the case for you, I'm not going to sit here and gatekeep a great filmmaker from being discovered by a new generation. This retrospective is for you, and I hope that you make the effort to go and watch the rest of his movies. His debut, Hard Eight, is definitely his most low budget, but it's still a solid debut film. It's a rich man, poor man story where a rich man takes a poor man under his wing. It's also a pair of character studies around the theme of lonerism, driven by a conflict that develops and urgently needs to be resolved. The duo of Philip Baker Hall and John C. Reilly are great here, and this is the film that would plant the seeds for P.T. Anderson's flourishing auteur career. Boogie Nights is the film that definitely put him on the map. An exploration of the adult film industry in the 70s and 80s, and specifically a character study on one man's rise to stardom and how his ego and addiction get in the way of everything he's achieved. It's a chaotic, dysfunctional film, but a masterclass in auteur direction, taking clear inspiration from the work of Robert Altman and Martin Scorsese, and ultimately a parable, but one looking at a very unconventional trade. Personally, I think Magnolia is one of his best films. I actually like this a bit more than Boogie Nights. It's an ensemble story about a bunch of different people living in LA. They come from different class systems, walks of life, and deal with their own respective issues. Their lives intersect through swift storytelling, being brought to life by timeless themes, all coming to an epic event, one that reflects swift symbolism. Punch Drunk Love would actually be the last film before a big turning point in his career. It was his last film for quite a while to be set in the modern day. And it's another character study, this time on a lonely, misunderstood man who's suppressing a lot of anger. But at the center of this story is a man who finds love, and how that suppressed anger becomes a tool for him to defend the one person he loves. At various points, this film is a bit uncomfortable and uneasy to watch, but it constantly maintains a dreamy sense of style. And it was the moment that just about everyone realized Adam Sandler is a great serious actor. Stay tuned for part 2.